Oh,
Hey,
there we go.
All right.
Are we just rolling with this?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah, it's more interesting.
okay. Hello. Welcome back
You're just like, hello.
to the Wasteland podcast. I am your gracious host, Shane. And I'm joined today with Tyler, as always.
Hello. I'm here as well, like as per usual. I've been on every episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of have to.
I kind of have to.
Yeah. Unless we just break in and...
I have had the contingency plan of if I get really sick, to just set it up and then just sit over here and just lay down and go like, ugh. Well, you guys record. But
that would be interesting.
luckily, it hasn't come to that yet.
Yeah. And if you do get sick now, you'll be dead.
I'll probably
pretty
die.
much.
So it's probably a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad none of us have gotten it yet.
Me too.
Today Val said that she thought she got it.
Really?
Because remember they were on vacation, like right when it happened. And then like, it's like, yeah, I don't know, like some people got it in this area, and I don't think it spread too much though. I think we've been pretty good over here.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Mm-hmm. My dad's moving out to Jefferson, Missouri.
Yep. Pray. Please like this video, guys, so that way Shane's dad.
1 like equals 1 pray.
Yeah, we have to pray for Shane's dad, so please like.
He's staying out there until June 24th.
Yeah.
It's whack.
So wait, he's going for like a whole month then?
Yeah.
Damn.
He's already been away for the entire month of May.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's coming home on Saturday for the day.
And then leaving again?
And then leaving on Sunday.
Damn.
And then we won't see him.
He's a busy man.
Yeah, well, he's out there,
Yeah.
saving.
I mean, he's doing important work for sure.
Yeah.
So he's kind of a badass.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
I look up to my dad a lot.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Are you going to be a doctor or nurse?
I've seriously thought about it, but I don't think that's for me.
Understandable. I've kind of thought about it before too, just being like a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
I don't want to give prostate exams.
I don't
scoop out people's poop from their buttholes.
Yeah, that's why I don't know.
Sometimes ugh.
People
People actually have to, their poop gets lodged up in there,
Yeah.
and you have to get this hook
Well,
and scoop it out. I'm pretty sure my dad's done it before.
I think I'm getting less phased by gross stuff,
Yeah.
but poop is still one of those things.
Yeah.
Body stuff, I'm being more desensitized by, and blood used to always fuck with me, but now when I'm in the heat of the moment, I can handle it a lot better. Poop, I don't know if I'll ever be able to handle poop.
Yeah.
So.
Still get kind of grossed out when I'm wiping my butt.
Still get kind of grossed out. Sometimes you're in the bathroom and you smell it, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna vom while I'm shitting." And
are you ever impressed by how much smell you can make?
So
You're sitting there on the toilet and you're like, "Ooh!"
Sometimes I do let out a "goddamn," but no one's there to hear it. So it's like
you just walk out smiling to yourself.
No,
like,
I
oh,
don't know.
man.
I'm not. I'll look extra depressed.
I'm always proud of it. I'm like,
And then,
holy shit, I can't believe I just did that.
At work, how people sit right outside the bathroom door. I'm always like, don't look at me. Put my hands over my eyes.
Why do you go in that bathroom? That one's the worst.
I like that one more.
I like the one in the back.
It is weird because I don't like hearing people talk while I'm on the toilet, and I always you really can't hear inside the bathroom, but I'm always like, man, I really don't want Hold on, I really don't want I really don't want to hear people while I'm pooping.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that one I think it's because it's smaller. It's nice and comfy. I don't know.
It always freaks me out because there's just a thin wooden door, and
there is sometimes where I'm sitting down and I stand up with my pants still down and stuff, and double check, press the lock, make sure it's locked all the way. It always is. But I'm always like, okay, I really don't want someone to walk in on me. I really don't want that to happen. Because there's no stopping it. That you open the door and there you are.
Yeah,
you're just right there.
I think at least in the other bathroom you got like that wall.
You have you have like a second to be like, no,
stop.
Yeah,
I think. Has Jeremiah told the story of how he was in the bathroom and Val walked in?
Yeah, Val walked in. He hasn't told it on here.
Oh, that's so funny.
Val walked in on Jeremiah. I don't know if he was peeing or pooping.
I think he was pooping.
It sucks, but at least it's only Val. Like,
yeah.
I'd rather it be Val than so many other people.
Yeah.
Because some old dude walked in on Kristen while she was in the bathroom.
And he was like, oh, you want to join me?
No. Kristen walked in on a dude pissing. Apparently his pants was like... We talked about this on the podcast. Apparently his pants was down with his ass out and stuff. And he was like, you want to come in and join me? And then she just like walked to the back. And I was like, okay, you're not like, this is not your area. She's like, like back where I'm slicing meat and shit. She's all the way back there. And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, I mean, I just saw like a naked man and he's like being weird. I was like, understandable. Stay back here. But
we will keep you safe.
No, she was in like the front bathroom and she's just doing her business. And a guy, I think he was like, "Oh, sorry." Like I don't think he meant to. No one wants to walk in. Well, some people do, but I don't think he meant to. Is what I'm saying. And yeah, that sounds horrible.
Sometimes
I would not want a customer, not an old person, to walk in on me.
Yeah, see my dick.
Well, I mean, I don't shit with like this with my legs open and stuff, but
I mean,
but it is like you never know what they'll,
right.
What if my dick is positioned to where they can see directly in my pee hole? I don't want that.
They make eye contact with your penis.
No, they look at you. And you're just sitting there shitting, and they're just like looking at you, and they go, like look up and down. And you're just like, it's bigger when it's hard. It's bigger when it's hard. Or it's cold in here.
They're like, okay.
No, like no. But that's not even. I just don't want to be. It's just embarrassing. Honestly.
Well, sometimes that lock doesn't even work.
Okay, let's say this. Pretty cute girl walks in the bathroom while you're shitting. Would you rather her see you or smell you? And if only one of those things happens, what would you rather it be? Let's say she opens the door, doesn't walk all the way in to see you or something,
and she just smells.
Yeah,
but she doesn't know.
She doesn't see your face. She doesn't know who's in there.
But she'll know who comes out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't want that to be a factor though. Well, actually, yeah, that has to be a factor. You got to be embarrassed by the smell.
I'd rather her see me. Yeah.
Okay. Me too.
Yeah.
The only time anyone's ever walked in on me, I'm usually pissing. So, and like when you're a guy, they just see behind you.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, whatever.
Unless you have your pants all the way down for some.
Unless you have your pants all the way down. Which sometimes I do when I'm drunk, but not in a public bathroom. I do it in my own bathroom with my door closed, since I'm the only one in there. I won't do it in like a public place.
I don't know that I've ever done that. No.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes when I'm drunk, and it's like, it's not that I need to. I'm just like, yeah, this whole thing's coming down because I don't give a shit. Yeah.
That's nice.
I think we talked about a lot of this stuff when Kristen and Val were on, since Kristen talked about this story. But for those of you who, if it's been a while. Yeah. So.
Back in the pre-coronavirus.
The pre-COVID days, we could actually have guests on.
We should make a new calendar. So this would be year 0.
Yeah. For
before Corona and after Corona. BCAC.
AC.
It'd be almost exactly like our.
Yeah. Because people think the Earth is only like 4,000 or 6,000 years old or some shit. But some people are like, yeah, since the year 2000, whatever. Like, no. I mean, I'm glad we use this timeline because it would be so fucking confusing if we were like, it's the year 3 billion, and that would fucking suck. Or if we say we've been dating it since like before Christ times, we'd be like, yeah, it's the year 6,000. Like, no, fuck that. It's kind of comforting. I don't really think about that too often, how we use the year 2000.
Yeah.
as like her. That's weird, man. That's wild.
Yeah. Well, now like it's not BC.
It's not.
They've changed it from BC and AD to BCE.
Yeah, because
and ACE
they made it more secular. They've taken religion out of it
for like before Common Era and after Common Era. Because
Yeah.
when you think about
Which
it,
is fine.
right? When you think about it, like 1 AD is like where we really started to develop
Yeah.
more in a modern way. I don't
Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Now I'm really thinking about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how would you have felt if it was like the year 1000? You'd just be like, whoa, dude. But it wasn't that long ago. It was 1900. It was like 1990. It's like, what the fuck?
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I do think about that sometimes, how we live in the current time we do. And we could have been born at any time, but we happen to be born at a time with like the internet and shit.
Right. Well, and
Exciting.
If we were alive during in 1000,
Yeah.
America wouldn't exist yet.
We'd be British.
Be living under some tyrant in.
Yeah, right.
Or actually, I'd probably be like fucking the king.
You'd be, you'd be a king.
Yeah.
That's true. You are kind of a king sometimes.
Yeah. I've got king.
King in your veins.
Yeah, royal.
Royal. Yeah.
Actually, this isn't proven, but allegedly on my dad's side, I'm somehow related to Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, really? But it's not proven.
It's not proven.
Okay. Well,
but it hasn't been disproven either.
Lincoln was a cool guy. Lincoln was a good president. So sometimes you gotta have a civil war, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes there's no way around it.
Bitches in their place.
Yeah. I mean, they were already in their place back then. They couldn't vote, and they just did house cleaning all day. But
that's what I mean.
Yeah. So. Let's see here. We're 12 minutes in.
Yeah.
I guess I'll talk about edibles now.
Yeah.
So because of my birthday the other day, like a week or 2 weeks ago, I think. It was a while ago. My friend got some edibles for me from the legal pot dispensary, and I've never done edibles. So I was like, okay, cool. Apparently, like, I guess the different strands have different effects on you. So really, like, if I vaguely am like, yeah, I smoked the weed and I felt like this, then it might not mean that much. Like, your experience could be different, I guess. Am I right? Am I in the right ballpark here?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. But what up? The first night, I was like, I don't know, like, I have probably no tolerance to weed because I barely ever smoke it. And when I do smoke it, I don't get like fucking high. Like, I get like a little bit maybe. So I didn't know if I should like take a bunch or take a little bit. So I took a little bit, and I knew it was supposed to have like, I knew it affects you like way later.
Mm-hmm.
But I waited like 3 hours, and all I felt was like my head had a mild headache. I was like, okay, so I know like something's going on, because I know that headache's being caused. Like, it doesn't feel like a normal headache. It feels different. Mm-hmm. And I'm playing Half-Life, which is like a complicated puzzle shooter. So, and I'm like solving the puzzles and stuff. Not that I'm like, okay, I'm not fucking like. So I took more and more and more. Eventually, it started hitting me.
Wait, how much more did you take?
I think I didn't take like a shit ton. I took like 6 total that night. But we're talking, let's see here. Let me talk in milligrams here. It was like 12 milligrams. Yeah, it was like 12 milligrams. And that's when I was like, but that
you didn't take it all at once.
No, I felt the effects over time. So like, but that night, I'll say this. I was happy. Like, I was very positive. I was laughing at shit, but not like stereotypical stoner style. I was just kind of like in a good mood, basically.
Yeah.
So I could see why that is really relaxing and like fun to do. Second night, I was like, I'm going to start with like 10 milligrams right off the bat, because I already know that I need a little bit, like, yeah, I might not have much tolerance to weed, but I'm also like fucking heavy. Like, I'm fucking 200 pounds. So right. Let me fucking take more. And then again, it was like after 2 hours, like, so yeah, I wasn't really feeling much.
After
Probably a bad cut thing.
yeah,
it's
okay,
fine.
whatever.
But I wasn't really feeling too much. But again, it takes like a while.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, I don't care. I want to feel what people talk about when they're like, yeah, I was so high, blah blah blah. I felt, I want to feel different. I basically, like the first night, I felt like myself, but just in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, cool, that's great. That's a great drug. Like, why wouldn't you do this drug?
Right.
This sounds awesome.
Yeah.
There's not much side effects to it, so yeah, let's do it. Let's get fucking high. But then, so I took way more because I wanted to get really high. So I ended up taking like 25 milligrams total the second time.
Okay.
And that's when it was like, when it started hitting me, I felt like I was in a really good mood, but I could definitely tell like I was way different. I could not think. My brain did not work. And I was trying to have a complicated conversation with someone, and I did it, but it would literally me stop, silence, and then after a roundabout way of thinking, I eventually got to where I was talking about. I was like, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And so my conversation, because my friend was just like, just didn't talk when I stopped talking. I think she just didn't know what to do. I was just talking to someone on the phone, by the way. I wasn't like hanging out. I'm still doing the right thing here. Social distancing. But I was like, hey, talk to me when I'm high. I want to see if it's funny. and she would just like wait for me. And then I'd be like, okay, so yeah, like I was saying, because I would be like, it's not like I would just keep saying what's on my mind. I'd be like, fuck, what the fuck was I talking about? And I would just get mad. And so that wasn't as enjoyable, but I could see why like people play games while high, because you just in the now. You're not like in your head. I have like maybe a little bit mild anxiety, and so like I could see how this would help with that. If I was like in a bad fucking mood, I could see how being high would help.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like when you're drunk, if you're in a bad mood and you get drunk, you're not gonna feel better. You're just gonna like cry and be fucking sad and get desperate. Versus like if you're in a good mood when you're drunk, then yeah, you'll stay in a good mood.
Right.
But drinking doesn't change your mood; it just makes you act sloppier.
Yeah.
So that was my experience with edibles.
So do you have any more?
I have 4 milligrams left.
Oh my god.
Because I took almost all of it, and I was like, I want to finish this off, but I'm tired. And like the way it works is like it's like a roller coaster. Like you just keep changing how you feel. It's not like your mood doesn't change. Nothing about you. Okay, I want to say this about munchies. I always assumed when you get the munchies, you get hungry. But you don't. You just think about eating. I'm like, whoa. And so I was trying to explain to my friend, I was like, this is what subliminal mind control is like. Because like, I don't need to eat. I'm not hungry. In fact, I'm kind of full, but I want food. But I'm not, my body doesn't feel that way. I'm just thinking it.
Yeah.
And she was like, you're high. You're fucking high. And I'm like, no. But listen, if you were getting mind controlled, this is what it would be like. Because you don't, think about it. You don't have control of your normal thoughts. Your thoughts just into your head normally, and that just makes up who you are. You know? But in this case, I'm like, I'm not choosing to think about eating food. I'm just doing it. So I'm like,
yeah.
So think about like weed is almost like, it's almost like the plant is talking to you in like a mind control style way. But like all it's telling you to do is eat, because it's not, it's just a plant. But it reminds me of like an evolutionary thing or something. So it was like blowing my fucking mind. And she was like, her only response, she didn't say like, I understand what you mean. She was just like, you're fucking high.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. But I would have these thoughts sober, I swear to God. And I do. I still believe what I was saying.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 20.
What a cool idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's tricky about edibles. Because you want to know like where...
it is hard
what dosage you want to take.
Yeah.
And with those gummies, like
they're pretty low. My friend got them low because he knows I don't like get high often.
Right. But like
they were good as fuck. They tasted delicious.
Yeah. Well, it can be kind of dangerous because since they take so long to kick in, you'll just keep eating them, and then you'll get to a point where you get so fucking high.
Yeah.
And you don't know it, and then you start freaking out.
See, yeah, I feel like if I was younger, I would freak out way more because I was really not that into drugs. which is why I have, don't really have that many experiences being high. And now I'm like, I want to see. I want to know. Like, I want to get fucking super high. So I tried my best. And
well,
I definitely feel like I know what it's like now. So.
Weed is legal.
Weed is legal in my state.
So you can go out, buy weed, and then get super fucking high.
That's the thing is that the reason why I took, because I was saying back in the old podcasts before it was legal. If you remember, we've been doing this for a while now. We've been doing it for like half a year now, man. I was saying like I was thinking about doing it like maybe even regularly once it became legal. I didn't realize we'd only have like one dispensary close by, and the lines would be huge.
Are they still really long?
There apparently a new one's opening up in like East St. Louis or something, and a lot of people have been saying like the lines only take like an hour 30 minutes and stuff. It's just, that would be okay if you go with friends or something, but I've just never done that yet. Like, if you were 21, we would probably go and check it out.
Yeah.
I'd probably go with you whenever.
Yeah.
Especially because it's fucking like right by where I live.
Yeah.
It's right there. But since, and I don't know, I just never really, it's just not up on my list to go wait in line for an hour to buy something expensive and then be like, do I really want to, like, I could do this all the time, but do I want to keep going? Like, it's still more convenient to have a guy than it is to buy it legally. Once we get past that, it's a growing pain. Once we get past that growing pain, it'll be way better.
Mm-hmm.
So
we have more dispensaries open up and shit.
Yeah, which a lot of people want to get in on this because, the money. Yeah, there's some, which is why the government doesn't let everyone open one, because they're like, no, because then it won't. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need these businesses to be sustained. Yeah. So there's just growing pains, but.
Yeah, definitely. If I was 21, we would get really fucking high.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like a little kid dying outside. I hope it picked up. I fucking hope it picked up because he's going. He's going.
It's been going on for the entire podcast.
I love it. Yeah,
it's awesome. I have no clue. It sounds like it's right outside.
Oh yeah, no,
but it's like down. Yeah, I know.
It's really right outside my window. I hate my neighbors. They're just always outside with all these fucking little kids. I mean, you were there one day, but those were just like two dudes, like or a dude and a chick, like two kids, right?
Yeah,
just two kids. But like a lot of times, it'll be like the whole fucking family sitting outside, and the babies are just running around wearing nothing but a diaper, even though he's like 4 years old or some shit, and he's like fucking acting like a fucking idiot and running away, and the mom's like, "Come back here," but she doesn't get up because she's fat.
Right.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it! Why do I gotta live here?
They don't actually discipline their children.
Yeah.
Don't hold them off a roof, Batman style, and say,
"Don't hold them off." Is that how Batman disciplined Robin?
Yeah, he would hold him off a roof and be like, "Hey, if you don't tell me,
tell
me what you're going through right now, I'll fucking drop you."
Something that like a kid would do. Like, let's say, what is something like a kid would do to like hide something from his parent?
Lie.
Yeah, like maybe the kid. I don't know.
Okay, so let's say
I'm trying to come up. Okay, let's say Robin is hiding porno mags at like 13, something believable.
Okay.
And Batman hangs him off the roof. He's like, "Where's the porno?" And he's like, "I don't have any." And he drops him until he almost falls and pulls him back up.
Right.
And then he's like, "I swear I don't have any." And he like breaks one of his fingers. He's like, "Try to jack off now, Robin." And he's like, "Ah."
He's like, no. Good thing I used my left hand.
Yeah. I hid it in the bookshelf with the books next to the switch that opens up the lever to the Batcave. And Batman's like, "What?" He's like, "Those pages better not be stuck together." I swear to God. You know my girl touches that bookshelf all the time. I don't want her your cum on her.
She's
Robin's little shit. His name's they call him Dick Grayson for a reason.
He's dicking everyone.
No, because he's a dick. Not because he's dicking everyone. Not because of his dick.
Richard.
Yeah. If your name was Richard, would you go up to a girl and be like, My name's Richard, but you can call me Dick, and then like wink at her. It's like the easiest way to get like their drink thrown in your face.
Right. You can call me anytime.
But you can call me. Oh God.
I still really like the name Reginald.
Reginald. Are we both naming our sons Reginald?
Maybe.
Are we just gonna let's all name our kid Reginald?
So we can call him Reggie for sure. It's so fucking cool.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that on the pod. We talked about that at work.
Yeah.
Reggie's the coolest name. Yeah, no, okay, this is what we were saying.
Yeah.
So now it's been some time, I can talk about it. Or you want to say it? Like why we went with Reginald?
Because Reginald's, it's like a mullet of names.
Yeah.
It's like Reginald's so professional and like it sounds so like businessy, but then you can go by Reggie and all your and it's just like
you can go to a party.
Such a cool name. Yeah.
Be like Reggie's here, and he's like, "What's up, my pimps?"
Reggie.
Yeah. Reggie's a pimp name, dude. And then after that, he goes to work the next morning in his suit, and he's like, "Hi, my name is Reginald.
Just so like
I'm in charge of statistics around here."
Yeah. It's literally the mullet of names.
Yeah, it's the mullet of names. Party and business. Yeah, I'm naming my kid Reginald. I'm just
boy or girl.
Yeah,
Reginald.
Reggie's a girl name. Though I don't know what the girl version of Reginald is.
Reginalda.
I'll name my daughter Reginalda.
So she can go by Reggie. Reginalda, Reginald, come here.
Name her Reaganomics.
Reaganomics.
Yeah.
I just love Reagan so much.
I just love So yeah.
So, you saw the
yes
Snyder cut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
The fucking thing keeps crashing.
Yeah.
Tyler.
No, it's okay.
Tyler pisses on his keyboard when he jerks off.
Yeah, I mean that's my thing.
Just piss.
When I
jerk off, I uncontrollably piss.
I cannot get off without some piss play. Without some water sports.
Water sports.
It's the worst. Well, it's the best name, which is why it's the worst name.
Right. Golden showers.
Golden shower's great. Not like to get one. I'm just saying it's a great name. I'm not actually. I don't actually have a piss fetish.
I think I said something like, "What if
actually pissing when you have a boner is the worst thing ever."
Oh my God!
I hate that.
Yeah. What if you bring a girl home? All right.
If I have to pee, I'm gonna go pee. What are you talking about?
No. You bring a girl home.
All right.
And you're like. You're making out and you're like, all right, you're about to fuck, so you go in the bedroom, like, just give me a second, I'm gonna go in the bathroom, freshen up, powder your nose, come out, she's just pissing all over your room.
Did we talk about this?
Yeah, we didn't talk about it on the podcast.
Oh yeah, the girl's just like,
she's just like pissing, and she's like,
she's marking her territory.
She's like, I can't get off without pissing. And
supposed to pee after sex, not before.
Right.
If you're a girl, boy, you want to pee before. Girl, you want to pee after.
But like, she didn't warn you that she was into this shit. Like, she's hardcore. Like, this is her hardcore. Yeah. She
just doesn't warn you of it. No,
and she just starts.
You
pissing.
have to disclose your fetish. You have to. If you have a fetish, I need
just
to know.
Like kick her out or like.
Yeah.
What if she's like super hot?
Dude, I cannot fuck if I'm smelling piss. She better have good smelling. Her piss better smell like flowers. Like for real.
What if you just like you're like, okay, I'm not. You're super hot, so we'll just we'll move into the living room.
No, if a girl pisses me off, I legitimately, like, maybe I could forgive her another day, but at that current moment, there's no fucking way. If she pisses me off, I'm done. I'm like, no, get out.
What if she pisses on you?
I've never told a girl to get out before, but girls don't normally piss me off to that extent. But if she pissed on me, look, it depends on the context, but you're saying pissing before sex in the bedroom on my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be mad.
Okay, what if you guys are like, you're having sex?
Yeah.
And she like...
I'm going to kick her out if she pees on me. End of the story. But yeah, go ahead, say your thing.
And you guys like change positions or something.
Uh-huh.
And she wants to ride you.
Yeah, she wants to get on top.
And then she just pisses on you. And she's like, oh yeah, you like that?
She's like, can I stay on your face? And I'm like, okay, yeah. And then she just immediately starts peeing all over me. I'm like, that better be squirt right now. Squirting's kind of gross because I think piss is in it as well.
It is.
It's like a mixture of stuff.
Piss, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just like pissing.
Yeah. It's like it's whatever. I don't fucking care.
I've never really liked it.
Yeah, it always looks weird to. I'm always like, to me, it's always more like a medical thing. Not like you need to get checked, but it's always just like, oh yeah, human bodies can do that. But I mean, so apparently it feels really good. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, I would be like, good for you, but also you're cleaning this up. I would not be mad if a girl squirted on my bed. I would be a little upset if she squirted right in my face.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, okay.
Wouldn't you be like kind of proud of yourself? You're like, yeah,
but
I made this girl squirt.
No, because it's not really on it's more on their end than your end.
You think?
Yeah, because you have to like know how to do it as a lady. It's not like not just any girl can just whip it out, you know. So if you have a squirt fetish, you have to find a girl who like can squirt all the time. But apparently it can be bad for you if you do it too much. It can cause problems in the vagina, so you got to be careful.
The vagina.
You can't do it all the time, you know.
Vagina.
You know, but the thing is about sex is that girls really can't do it like willy-nilly. There's lots of like medical problems, and like you can like cause vaginal tearing just from having sex and stuff. Which then I would feel kind of proud, but then I'd be upset though, because like I hurt her, but I'd be like, damn though, like I wouldn't go as hard next time, and I would like help take care of her and make sure she feels all right. But in my mind, I'd be like, yeah, but I'd be like, okay, damn dude,
chill.
Yeah, I tell myself. I look in the mirror after, like, damn, what the fuck, dude? Bruh, chill. Yeah. Hey, man. But yeah, no, you can cause. That's not even that uncommon. That's the thing. Like you can cause vaginal tearing. You can do all sorts of stuff. You can fuck them up. You gotta be careful. Also, like some girls, like immune systems, like get all fucked up too, because like you know. You're getting your germs all up in them. so they might get, I don't know. I don't want to say too many like things because I don't know everything about everything. I'm not a woman. I just know what they tell me sometimes.
Yeah.
So, but like, yeah, you gotta be careful. Women are not just fuck toys, okay? If they say no, you gotta understand, okay? You can't just be like, why aren't we fucking? Like, I'm on my period. I don't want to. It's gross. It's like, I don't care. Put down a towel. I don't want to. No, it's gross.
So gross.
It's pretty gross. Someone told me, I don't want to say who, because it's kind of gross that this person even told me. But, you don't know him. But, they told me, like, having sex on their period is better because it's hotter, like, warmer, like, because there's blood in there. They say the girl gets off more. I don't. They're still in pain though. Like they're still hurting. They still have cramps and shit. So I don't. They might get off a little bit more, but like, there's no way it's super comfortable.
Right.
But like, so I didn't do it on a girl's period, but she was at the very end, and there's still like blood. It's just not like how it normally is. It's like barely anything left. And even that, I was like, oof. No.
Yeah.
Like after I put it in, I was like, no, never again. Like right away, I knew. Instant regret. I was like, I'm not getting off. I'm gonna have to try really hard to maintain this boner. I wanted to get her off and be done with it. and then like when I was done, I went to the bathroom. Like I don't want to look at this condom. It's like, and I looked down. I was like all red. I was like, nope. Yeah, it's just not my thing.
No.
Like I said, but you know, I was talking about being a male nurse earlier. I'm not a guy who's into gross shit, basically.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I could handle blood, but not period blood. It's a little weirder.
A little weirder. It's just not the most erotic thing.
Yeah.
It's not that it's, I mean, it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
There was a trend once where girls were just like, okay, so this started out on like 4chan or something as a meme to make fun of like feminist stuff. And they like photoshopped girls with like bloody crotches. And they're like, we're protesting people who think periods are unnatural and gross. And it's like no one thinks they're unnatural, but people do think it's gross.
Yeah.
And then not many, but a few real girls posted like them in leggings with like just blood just all over their crotches. And they posted on like Instagram and stuff as part, like, because they thought it was like a real feminist thing. Needless to say, they got roasted for it. But it was just like the whole time I remember thinking in my head, like, it's like, look, it's not that it's like, it's not you're a gross person for doing it, but it's still gross. Like, imagine if we were like, we're all going to shit our pants and show everyone.
Yeah, it's natural though.
Yeah. Who cares if it's natural? Like, no, I'm not going to dog on anyone for pooping, but like, I don't want to see it. Yeah. I don't want to smell it. So it's not allowed on YouTube for a reason. You can't show poopy on YouTube.
Poopy.
You can show animal poop, I think, but you can't show human.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can. You think it's ever weird that you can see like animals fucking each other online, and it's like people are like, "Ha, funny," and it's like that's not funny. I don't want to see that. I legitimately don't want to see animals fucking, but people post it and like, "Ha ha ha!" They're like, "You get it, boy." And I'm like, "No, stop saying this weird shit."
Yeah.
I'm not accusing them of anything. I just think it's gross.
Right. No, I've never really I don't know. So anyway,
I hate you sometimes.
Every single fucking time.
I'm gonna pause it for this one. So anyway, now we can talk now.
Yeah, I spilled Red Bull.
Ugh. Okay, go ahead.
Flavor.
Let's finally talk about the thing.
The Zack Snyder cut of Justice League is coming out finally.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's not. They have to actually finish it still. That's what I've heard. It's not finished yet.
I think they're like putting finishing touches on it, but what was the difference between this one and?
I mean, we don't know the differences, but
I thought it's supposed to be like so much better.
Have you? I've seen Zack Snyder's other movies. They're all bad except for like 300 and Watchmen, because 300 and Watchmen follow the stories almost 100% verbatim, but they're good because all he did was add good visuals to them. Which is like, that's all I need of you, dude. If he had a good co-writer, he could be a really good movie creator, you know? But he doesn't have like a good co-writer. The co-writers for Batman vs Superman and Justice League are very bad.
Wait, so. He directed Batman vs Superman, didn't he?
And Man of Steel.
Oh.
So it's like, I don't know why people have any faith. Because Joss Whedon took over Justice League. He did the first two Avengers movies. What was the issue with Joss Whedon? Nothing. Yeah. He's a fucking good director.
It's just like the way they set it up and...
No, it's why it was bad is the writing, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of like corporate involvement with those movies too that like really gets in front of the creative process. Mm-hmm. Like they can't, like Batman vs Superman was so predictable. It was one of the most predictable movies I've ever watched in my life.
Right,
and it was still devoid of character and any interesting plot at all. And
Martha,
and it's like. Yeah, it's because DC said it had to be, or no, not DC, Warner Bros. Whoever is in charge, right? They said it had to be like this, so there's nothing they could even do to make it interesting. So
there's no creative input.
No. And if there was, which again, Zack Snyder is not a creative person anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, so the Snyder cut, it is interesting though. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be shit.
Yeah, are they? They're not releasing it in theaters. It's just like.
I don't think so. I mean, they totally would if we could go to theaters right now.
Oh yeah, they'd totally milk the fuck out of it.
But this is a good enough thing to do. It's like Black Widow never came out. Just released it on Disney Plus, bro. Like, let me watch. I know, like Scarlett Johansson probably got a lot of fucking money for that movie. I know that probably hurts, but like, okay, maybe don't do it Disney Plus. Because everyone already has Disney Plus. Disney Plus is so successful that no one's going to buy Disney Plus just for that movie. They already bought it for Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But you could put it on something else, for example. You could put it on, just like release it and they'd be like, it'll be on Disney Plus in like 2 months or something like that. Mm-hmm.
Did they never release it, did they?
No.
Because all the theaters closed down.
Yeah. No, well, a lot of movies get their money back from those initial releases. You don't really make money from like DVD and digital stuff.
Right.
you make your money from
the box office.
Yeah, unless you're a Netflix show or movie, and Netflix pays you up front a shit ton of money because they know this is going to be a hit and they want it and blah blah blah.
Right. Stranger Things.
Right.
So, from my understanding, Zack Snyder originally directed.
He directed He directed some of the movie.
Yeah.
And Joss Whedon directed the rest of the movie. And the reason why is because one of his either his daughter or someone in his family, died.
Oh.
Or committed suicide or something. It was something fucked up.
Holy shit.
No, it was actually one of those things where I wanted to make the joke good, get rid of this director sucks. But I was like, I just can't say that. It felt it's still mean. I still don't like it.
Yeah.
It's so fucking mean to say that, but
then
but he does suck.
Everyone started on Twitter release the Zack Snyder.
Well, it's because
release the Snyder cut.
Because Justice League was a really shallow, shitty copy of Joss Whedon's other movie, Avengers.
Right.
And it also had a completely different tone and feel from Batman vs Superman. And basically what happened is the people who like Marvel more were like, I don't like this. The people who like good movies were like, I don't like this. And the people who like Batman vs Superman were like, I don't like this. So no one liked it. In reality, Batman vs Superman's probably the worst movie still.
So bad.
But
such a horrible movie.
But they tried to put more emphasis on character because it's Joss Whedon and he's like a character. That's my thing. The first Avengers movie was famous for its comedy and its character dynamics.
Right.
It was the first movie that did the whole Iron Man vs Captain America thing, and it got whatever Avengers, guys.
Yeah.
Come on, you've seen that movie. No one talks about it anymore because Infinity War happened. But Avengers 1 was a fucking massive thing when it first came out.
Yeah.
It's not even that good, but at the time it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I remember I couldn't stop smiling watching it in the theater. Fucking loved that movie. And then when I think about it now, I'm like, oh, it's just a fucking. It really is like a roller coaster ride, like a theme park ride, like that one critic said. It's really nothing special,
right?
But it just seems cool.
Yeah.
And Loki's a good character.
I don't know if unless they do something really cool.
There's
Marvel. I don't know if I'll ever go watch.
You don't think you'll watch Doctor Strange 2, for example?
Well, yeah, I'll watch that, but I'm not going to watch Black Widow.
Yeah. Black Widow was a kind of movie that I already knew I was going to wait for it to come out on Disney Plus. I think Netflix was the main thing still back when I saw the first trailer. But it's whenever this comes out, I'll watch it. I'm not going to watch it in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
I skipped Ant-Man and Ant-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, there's a lot of Marvel movies you can just skip and be fine and just watch them when they're free.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you watch them while you're already paying for them.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, I kind of feel you on that. The Marvel movies are kind of they're at a weird place now because all the best characters are being written off, which is fine. It's been 10 years. But when Guardians 3 comes out, I'm going there day one.
Right.
So it just depends on the movies. But how do I feel about the next total Avengers movie when that happens, which apparently it's going to be a long time from now? I can't say until I see a trailer because as of right now, I'm not that interested in it. Unless Spider-Man is literally the leader of the team, and then also some of the Guardians are just in the movie.
Yeah, it just
without that, I'm not gonna.
Right, I feel like there's only so much more they can do with the Avengers to make it interesting and cool because they've kind of.
It had the perfect ending.
Right.
You know what it really relies on? It really depends on new characters, if they're fucking amazing, if they can steal the show. Because the current team we have is not really that
cool. Besides
Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, but they need more people to They have some cool characters, Black Panther I still like. Captain Marvel they're gonna have to work on.
Yeah.
She's very people are saying she has the same problem as Superman. She's too OP and not compelling at all. No one really cares about her.
Yeah, she is not a
even people what they do is they watch a movie and they forget about it 2 minutes later. the feminists have already completely forgotten Captain Marvel exists. There's like, oh yeah, no one talks about it anymore. No one cares.
She wasn't a good character.
No, people still talk about Wonder Woman's movie.
That was really good.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was a really good movie. That's like the only DC movie I really like, and then that and Shazam. But no one cares about Captain Marvel.
It's just because it's bad. Brie Larson is just a bad actress.
Yeah, I liked that first movie, but in Endgame, the Russo brothers, it's like they made Captain America 2 and 3, which are really good. They did Infinity War and Endgame, which are pretty fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever they write Captain Marvel, I almost call her Captain America. When they write Captain Marvel, she fucking sucks.
Well, they tried too heavily to like enforce politics into it or involve politics into it.
Yeah,
and they try to make it more based around she's a woman.
They did this
rather than building her character.
Exactly, because at the end when she comes and she just beats the fuck out of Thanos because she's like canonically stronger than Thor. That doesn't bother me. You can say this character's stronger than that character. That doesn't bother me. But when she just comes and like beats the fuck out of Thanos, it's like you're not even that affected by all. Like you don't even care. Like,
yeah.
Like I don't know your relationship with Thanos. Like imagine if you're watching Star Wars, and here's a good example. Imagine if you're watching Star Wars and Anakin's fighting Count Dooku. You're like, oh yeah. They have like a rivalry, and then Yoda just fucking comes up and starts. It's like, why do I care? No,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if they were fighting Darth Maul, Qui-Gon gets killed, and Obi-Wan's like, no, I gotta fight you. But then instead, Mace Windu shows up. It's like, and he's like, I'm the most powerful one. And he like kills Darth Maul easily, and it's like, okay.
There's no conflict in...
Yeah. There's no story being told through action.
Right.
Because when you think about it, like, why do we even care about superheroes? Besides, like, when you're a little kid. Like, when you think about, like, Captain America, like, his design represents what he stands for. And then he fights people with different ideologies than him. And it's like, oh, these two ideas are fighting literally on the pages, but figuratively in the context of the story. They're fighting each other. So it's... And, like, lots of heroes are like Iron Man. You can tell what he's about just looking at him. Lots of characters are like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, when Captain Marvel just flies down and just... First of all, she can literally kill Thanos by herself.
Right.
And second of all, it's like she's just not killing him just because it's dramatic or something. It's so stupid. It's
right.
Just... That's when Endgame was not the best written. It's so good, and then the ending is awesome. Like I'm not shitting on the movie that much, but I will say like it's mostly fan service. Like it's
right.
And then we all know about the famous. This is when people are like, "You guys are incels." When we're like the famous scene where all the women line up. It's so obvious, and it's like most of these women don't even know Captain Marvel. Like Iron Man's wife is like... They have no
connection other than...
Iron Man's wife is like, I really don't want Tony Stark to die, but also I gotta do his girl power thing real quick.
Right.
Gamora, come here, girl. And Gamora's like, I don't even know any of you because I'm not even the Gamora from this timeline.
Right.
And then
they have no connection other than they're women.
And they all stand behind Captain Marvel. Like Captain Marvel needs the help. And it's like Mantis is back there. Like, don't worry, Captain Marvel. I'll protect you.
Right.
I'll make them, like, feel sad. I'll read their mind, dude.
Yeah.
And Captain Marvel's like, thanks, I'll punch them once and kill them.
It's just,
It was not the... It's one of those... When you do a big fan service like that, you don't want me to suck me out of the action. You want me to stay sucked into the action. You want to suck me on, not off. Okay? You want to... That joke didn't work, but
no.
I went for it.
Yeah.
But you want to like. But look, here's the thing. I don't want to shit all over the feminist thing and say this is bad politics. You can do it, but do it convincingly. I think the Captain Marvel movie by itself did it much better when they were like showing men yelling at her all her life, saying she's not good enough, and that was what motivated her. That's just a good character writing thing. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But the whole Brie Larson's gonna kill you because Brie Larson's fucking badass bitch, and she's actually better than Thor and Iron Man, Captain. It's like, okay, fuck off. I don't care. You know, maybe she should fight someone who's a threat to her, so that way I can root for the underdog.
Yeah.
That's why Spider-Man's so good. I mean, not that everyone should be Spider-Man, but come on, give me something.
She's just, yeah. She needs to fight someone more powerful than her.
Yeah.
Instead of just being a. She
also had one movie before this and has no relationship to anyone in the movie at all. So it's just like
she's been off in outer space the entire time.
And that's the thing. They could have built her up in Endgame. They just chose not to.
Right. She's just in there for like 2 seconds.
She's like, I gotta go back to space now. Like when she first saved Tony Stark crash landing, I was like, oh, sweet. Like we're getting right into this shit. This is awesome. And then like she did nothing. She's like cut her hair to look like Hillary Clinton, and then she's like, all right, I'm off. Peace. I gotta save other fucking planets. I don't care about this one, even though I'm from here.
It's just, I don't know.
She totally did this thing where she's like, you're so entitled to me and my superhero powers. It's like, bitch, we're trying to stop Thanos. Would you just help us? Would you just help us reverse the effects and bring everyone back? This is way more important than whatever bullshit you're talking about. Yeah, it was pretty lame.
This is bigger than any fucking retard.
I really hope they
planet.
Like rework her completely.
I really hope they fire Brie Larson.
They're not gonna do it.
She's a bad actress. I don't like her.
Brie Larson. It's not that I've seen stuff of her being good, but in Endgame she just wasn't. I
just don't think that Brie Larson can play Captain Marvel.
Again, I think it's the Russo brothers. They just got this fucking huge boner for making feminist shit like out of nowhere. I don't know, because the rest of their movies are fucking, they're weird. Like you saw Captain America: Civil War. Why is Captain America making out with his girlfriend's granddaughter? Like, this is my girlfriend now, and it's like, wait, why does it have to be her? Or it's like her niece or something. Why does it have to be her fucking? Why does it be related to her?
Right.
Make him make out with a new girl. It's like, well, this is the only girl we have, and he's got to make out with a girl because it's his movie, and in your movie, you got to make out with a girl. And you gotta have a scene where Falcon, the black guy, goes, damn, nice, dude. It's so weird. It's so weird. Because he's just hanging out with dudes the whole movie, and they're like, we don't want him to seem gay. Because then the Chinese will get mad. And it's like, bruh, the Chinese fucking invented COVID-19. Why are we...
to wipe out all the gay and old people.
Well, it's for money. That's why.
Right.
So the one thing I wanted to talk about with the Snyder Cut, it sets a new precedent that if your movie just fucking sucks and everyone hates it, you can just redo it. You can just change it.
Like, oops, I mean, I meant this one.
Yeah. They go, hey, everyone forget that movie. Watch this new movie. It's better.
It's like the same but better.
Yeah, we're just like it's like literally just doing a reboot with all the same actors and everything. Though, okay, maybe you're right. Because I was thinking they need to complete it still, but Ben Affleck is not Batman anymore. They have to redo the whole movie with Robert Pattinson Batman. No, but like Ben Affleck is not Batman anymore. And then I think Henry Cavill, we don't know. He's still like, I want to be Superman, but I don't think he's technically hired right now.
Yeah.
That's really weird to think about.
I don't know. I thought it was just like the finishing shit.
You thought it was just like editing?
Yeah.
Well, I do know that they did a lot of reshooting when Joss Whedon took over.
Yeah.
But if it's gonna be just the same movie, but everyone's like mopier and it's darker, it's not gonna be any better, guys.
Right.
Remember the scene where Batman vs Superman, where Batman goes, "Do you bleed?
Tell me." Do you bleed?
And then in Justice League, Batman falls down. He says something. He falls down. He's like, "I definitely bleed." It's like played up for laughs or something. I'm gonna put the clips in.
Tell me. Do you bleed? Yeah. Oh, so Something is definitely bleeding.
That is the worst fucking thing ever. That makes me so upset.
Yeah.
The thing is, I actually like DC Comics a lot, and I actually like them more.
They have a lot. Yeah, they have a lot to pull from.
I like Justice League as a team. I like more than Avengers, but like the movies, what the fuck, man?
I think they try to mimic Marvel too much, and they just need to go find their own thing.
And luckily, I think they found more success doing this thing where they're not really trying to make the worlds connected anymore.
Right, like with the Joker and
right, Joker isn't connected to Harley Quinn or Birds of Prey or whatever, which is connected to Suicide Squad, but it's like a totally different thing.
Uh-huh.
And then this new Batman probably isn't even going to be connected to that Joker or that Suicide Squad. So it's like there's 3 Batman universe movies, or none of them are related. Good.
Right.
Fucking good. I don't want them to be fucking related.
Yeah.
I'm glad we replaced that Joker so fast.
That Joker was awful.
Yes. And this new Joker is like one of the best.
So good.
Like literally, everyone always like, well, Heath Ledger's still my favorite. He was a great Joker. But we have 2 really good Jokers. We have 3 because I like Jack Nicholson a lot too.
Yeah.
But I think I like this Joker movie. It's very different from a typical superhero movie, so it's hard to compare. But I really like this movie. That's all I'm saying.
It's really fucking good.
And some people say, what do you think about this? Some people say like the rest of the DC movies should be that same dark style as Joker, but I don't think that would work.
I think with some characters like Batman, it would work.
But if they made it like this is real, none of this is like it can't be real today. If they made Batman where it's like if the Batman was real right now with current technology, do you think that'd be what would that even be? I don't know. Oh, you know what? It'd be like Batman Year One, and I think a lot of I think this new movie is really inspired by Batman Year One. Anyway,
okay.
If you know that story,
I don't.
Well, you will.
I think I think with like other characters like the Flash and some of the like goofier, more the lighthearted, that's not gonna work. It's just not their character.
Well, like the Shazam movie was perfect.
Yeah,
it was just as goofy as it should have been.
But you can have those goofy movies and the dark ones.
Yeah, I agree. It should just complement the character. For Joker, that definitely works.
Right, if those characters ever come into contact with each other, you could just like play off of how opposite they are.
Right. Well, that was what was good about their first Dark Knight, was we got a fucking real, like, chaotically evil Joker. And I remember, it's a PG-13 movie, but Joker does some R-rated shit in that movie.
I really need to rewatch that movie.
Yeah. I watched it in theaters, and I remember being like, oh my god, like, how's this? And there's some fucking good, that's some fucking Christopher Nolan at his finest cinematography and directing with these scenes that you're like literally like, whoa, what's gonna happen?
Right.
And like you're shocked at stuff. But I remember like the brutality of Joker in that movie, and he was so like confident, like being his normal self, but he would do something really fucked up. And I'd be like, this Joker is scary. Like this is like a scary fucking clown. Like and like that's why that movie was so good, because Batman was facing a threat that actually was like, oh shit. Like, how's he? And he couldn't just, like, stop him right away. He was, like, getting bamboozled.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, this is a really interesting, like, character versus character movie.
I think the first time I watched that movie, it was, like, after I got my wisdom teeth out. I was all doped up, and I fell asleep. So I need to rewatch it.
It is a boring movie. It's not my favorite movie. I think it is a little overrated. But I understand why, because it's got so many good things about it.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes things are overrated, but they're also like a 10 out of 10, and that's why they're so overrated.
Yeah.
So
I've been watching a lot of Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Yeah, boy.
I watched seasons 1 through 3 of The Last Airbender in 3 days.
So Joey was telling me there's a 4th season, but it's not on Netflix.
What?
Unless he's just completely wrong, but he said it wasn't on Netflix. Like the last season's not on Netflix.
I don't think that's. There's only 3 seasons.
Okay, I was just saying, like,
there's 4 seasons in The Legend of Korra.
Oh, maybe he got mixed up there.
Oh.
I'm blaming Joey. I don't know anything about Avatar.
Well, I've been like fucking obsessing over it lately. Like I finished it and I was like, oh my god, I just need more.
I will watch.
So
I just know it's like super. I just know it's made by the Samurai Jack people, which is one of my favorite shows ever, and it's fucking anime inspired as fuck.
It's so good.
I mean, it's gonna sound nerdy. I don't really watch Naruto, but it has like Naruto shit in it. So
yeah. So I started watching. The Legend of Korra isn't on any streaming services, so I was like, fuck it.
You can.
And I bought the complete series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, and you went to some shady website. No, okay, good for you.
On Xbox, because I was
legal boy.
I was like, I just need to watch it because the Airbender was so fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, people love both.
Mm-hmm. And then, but it didn't satisfy my need for learning more about Aang and the gang.
Yeah, Aang
gang. So I bought some of the comics as well.
Yeah.
And I'm reading through those. There's there's 5 graphic novels that continue the story right after the series ends.
That's cool.
So I bought all of them. And
was it a pretty penny?
No, it was like $40.
Oh, for all of them? That's not bad.
Yeah. It was they're all in 3 parts.
Yeah.
And they're each $3.
Yeah.
I bought them on my phone, so I have it digitally. And they're $3 each. And I think there's 5 books total, so 15 parts.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It wasn't expensive. The Legend of Korra was $60, the complete series. But I was like, I'll pay any amount of money. I don't fucking care. I'm not waiting.
Series can be more money because it's multiple seasons. Whereas if you bought one season, probably $15 by itself. So
I think it was more.
Did you buy it physically or digitally?
Digitally.
You bought an Xbox. Okay, that should okay, whatever.
What?
It could have been a little cheaper.
I don't care. Well, I think buying the seasons individually would have cost more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of.
I think it was $25 a season.
It's kind of lame.
It would have been, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe someone can do the math and be like, how much money it is per episode, blah blah blah. And you're probably saving $20 or some stupid shit.
I was like, I don't care if this is ever coming to Netflix. I need to watch it now.
All I know is that they did this thing where they were talking about the reason why they always force DLC and bullshit like that is because it's expensive to make games because they have to use these Blu-rays with a bunch of data available on them, a bunch of space for data, and they're like, we make so much money off of digital sales. If people buy a game digitally instead of physically, they save so much money. And it's they could get to the point where games would be cheaper. And they don't have to do $60 anymore, which would be fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
But it still takes so long to make that it's not really cost efficient for them to lower the price and just try to pump out more games because it just takes too long to make games.
Yeah.
But it's just digital things don't need to cost as much as physical. Digital things could be cheaper. But I understand if it's $2 an episode and then you add it up and then it's okay, you're saving money for individual seasons or whatever. It's just weird to me to pay a lot of money for something digital.
Yeah.
Especially when Netflix is it's a few bucks a month and here's all this shit.
Well, I looked it up to see if The Legend of Korra was coming to Netflix and there was nothing confirmed.
It might be a while if they do it at all.
So I was just I need to watch it.
It seems like Nickelodeon is really friendly with Netflix right now.
Yeah,
though. Which is smart for both of them.
Yeah,
if the Disney Plus.
If Avatar: The Last Airbender ever leaves Netflix, I'm gonna buy it digitally.
You love it you want to rewatch it that hard?
Yeah, I think I actually will rewatch it after I'm done with Korra.
That's cool. I mean, there's a few shows I can do that with where I'm gonna rewatch this right now. And
it's just so good. I feel like I missed so much in the show.
Yeah, you do. That's how almost every show is like that. With movies, it's easier to do because it's like a shorter period of time. But like, yeah, you miss a lot with shows because there's so much content. And then you rewatch it, you're like, oh my gosh, it's foreshadowing something way later.
Yeah. I love that.
It's always badass.
And Avatar is just so like clever and funny.
Yeah.
And so good with its character development. Like you see each character get more powerful and more, like you can see their morals and character develop. And it's just like so cool.
Yeah, it's really
like by the end of the series, everyone's so OP, and Aang is just like fucking up everyone who gets in his way. Yeah. Whereas in the beginning, he could only airbend.
Yeah.
And even when he did learn waterbending, he still only airbend. So good.
So good.
You have to watch it.
I will. I'm a fan of Dave Filoni's work. He's the Clone Wars guy. I've been talking about that all day today. Dave Filoni's my man. He's my boy.
And he's Zuko's character arc?
Yeah, everyone loves Zuko the most. Everyone loves Zuko. He's a good boy, apparently.
Mm-hmm. You really see him grow.
Yeah.
Change.
Yeah. You see a fire burning inside of him. His burning passion.
You have to watch. Oh my god.
Okay,
you don't even know what happens, do you?
No. I know some vague stuff.
Okay.
But I don't know.
You don't know anything about Zuko?
No, I know a lot of stuff about Zuko. Not a lot, but I know probably more stuff about Zuko than like the two water people he's friends with.
Sokka and
Katara. And I know about the Earthquake girl. I know about her. Yeah.
Toph's really
but I don't.
badass.
Yeah, everyone really like basically the fan favorite characters I know about because people talk about them. So
it's Zuko and probably Toph.
Yeah. But like I learned about her, the Earthquake girl, and I remember being like, "Oh yeah, this sounds cool." Like that was one of the things that wanted to make me watch the show. So
yeah, Toph is badass.
Yeah,
she's a blind earthbender.
Earthbenders.
It's a cool thing. Through the earth. Yeah,
it's a cool idea to do like elemental stuff like that. But it can be really cliche. So it takes a good writer to set the standard to make it awesome.
It's fucking cool.
Yeah, it seems like they pulled it off.
Katara and Aang.
Which one is that? Aang, I know Aang, but which
Katara
one?
Is the girl.
The water girl?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, one of the main girls.
They fall in love.
Yeah, you know. You can tell from episode 1 that they're gonna like awkwardly kiss sometimes. they're gonna like reach for the same thing and their hands are gonna touch and they're both gonna pull
Actually,
away.
they do it like really like
they fuck
really cleverly.
Yeah.
The whole romance there. It's really cool.
That's good. Romance. We were watching Twilight stuff. Watching videos about Twilight. I'm sure if people follow the same YouTuber, they probably know what we're talking about. But,
yeah.
And he's kind of popular. But like, I just talked to Jeremiah one day, and he just brought him up, and I was like, "Oh, I love watching that guy." So like, we just both watched the same guy randomly. He's popular. Yeah, Twilight is like bad romance, and when when it's that obvious, when they set it up that obviously, it's just like you're just like waiting for it. You're like, okay, let's just like if you're gonna make it that obvious, then just start the show like right before it happens and get them dating as fast as possible.
Well,
because if that's your story you want to tell, then just fucking tell it. Like,
well, that's like it. Just I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like it's so well done, and it's not like they focus on it really hard. It's just kind of like a really small subplot that only comes up every once in a while, but you want more of it.
Yeah.
But they keep you hung, like they don't satisfy it at all. So you're like, man.
Well, it's okay to not satisfy you if they distract you with other stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah. They'll like Aang will try to tell Katara how he feels, and then like Sokka will come up and be like, "Hey, we gotta go fucking kill somebody." They're like, well,
we gotta kill somebody. That's her brother, right?
Yeah.
Bro and sis.
Sokka and Katara.
Yeah.
Katara's so cool too.
Yeah. She seemed cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. I mean, okay. You had one elemental power. We're not talking Avatar rules because I think like you don't have lightning and shit in that, right? So like
they have lightning in Avatar.
Oh yeah? Which
firebenders can
use lightning?
They can create lightning, yeah.
Firebenders sound pretty OP, right about? Can water people do ice and stuff?
Yeah.
Kind of
They
cool.
can also do this thing called blood bending, where they take the water in your veins and control you. But apparently, it's like really
forbidden dark arts.
It's a dark art and no like.
Yeah, I was about to say that sounds fucked up. Like,
but most waterbenders can only do it during the full moon because that's when they're most powerful.
Okay.
Because it takes a lot of.
Because they're all water signs, and like their moon sign is like Capricorn.
Well, the
or
moon
whatever. That's big Scorpio energy. Yeah. So like they're full of Scorpio energy.
Well, originally the moon taught the first waterbenders how to waterbend.
The moon?
Yeah, that's why they get all their power from the moon.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, that does make sense because I know the moon affects the tides.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's super smart.
I'll give you that one.
It's so cool.
Does the sun give the fire people?
Yeah. So
who gives
firebenders?
Does planet Earth give the Earth people?
Yeah.
Who gives wind?
The air.
Oh well, that's not as cool.
Well, there are. So usually,
I get it. Air is like an actual like physical thing. I guess right. I get that because there's places in the universe without air, like everywhere but Earth. So I get that. So, but it's not as badass as the moon and the sun. That's all I'm saying.
Well, so yeah, firebenders gain their power or get power from the sun, so they're weaker at night, and they're also weakest. They can't firebend. They can firebend at night.
Yeah,
but they can't firebend during a solar eclipse.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And there's a comet that comes called Sozin's Comet that makes firebenders really powerful.
Ooh, okay. So do they plan like a raid or something?
Yes, that's exactly how the show. Yes, once you start, you'll learn everything.
It writes itself.
It really does.
I'm not dogging on it because that's just good. In my opinion, that's actually good writing to have external forces that don't seem like assholes. Like if you make these rules and you can make different ways for these rules to affect everything in a cool way, that's awesome. So, because like what I just don't like is when there's like a total asshole. Like when they're just like something completely unexplained. You're like, okay, but when this happens. And it's like, everyone just figures it out right there. I'm like, no.
It actually like really makes sense how everything works.
Right.
So like the whole premise is like the Fire Lord during this comet, he wanted to kill the Avatar and take over the world, and the next Avatar was supposed to be an Airbender. So during this comet, he goes and kills all the Airbenders.
Right.
But of course, Aang is like frozen in water. Whatever.
I knew Aang was it's called Last Airbender, but I knew Aang was like the only one, and he's an Airbender, and Korra is like a Waterbender. Okay. But they learn if you're an Avatar, is that what makes it so you can learn like everything or what? Okay.
Because it explains this more in Korra. And it's just only the Avatar can master all four elements. And
seems fine with me.
They're reincarnated.
Yeah.
So
Korra is Aang.
Right. And Aang is the previous Avatar.
Right.
And he can.
It's like Black Panther, okay?
Right.
They can talk to their ancestors.
Yeah, he can talk to them.
That's cool. I like that.
They provide him with wisdom and stuff and leadership. But so the Fire Lord uses this comet to wipe out the Fire Nation or the
Air Nation,
Airbenders, kills all of them, and then he proceeds to take over the world. And 100 years later, it's called the 100-Year War.
Yeah.
And 100 years later,
Aang
is found.
And he got teams up with the water people because like water beats fire, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So.
But fire represents war and battle. Because it's like, it's hot.
Well, the original firebenders learned firebending from the dragons. The earthbenders learned it from these badger moles.
Okay.
And the airbenders...
Okay, that makes sense to me.
Airbenders learned it from...
birds, right?
From the flying bison.
Okay, at least it flies.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
They're the original airbenders.
Because Aang rides one.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I get you. And then a whale... taught the water.
No, the moon.
A turtle.
The moon taught them.
Oh my god, but the rest are all animals.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be the moon?
Because the moon controls the tides.
Come on. Come on, man. I wanted like a fucking turtle.
There are lion turtles.
No, I wanted a fucking magical turtle or a whale.
There are like these lion turtles that helped the first humans.
Okay, whatever.
And they lived on their backs. That's really cool.
That sounds.
Look up a lion turtle.
That sounds cool.
From Avatar. They're really cool.
I was gonna say that sounds cool. It sounds cool. I'm just glad there's mystical animals. Okay.
There are platypus bears. Cool. There are polar bear dogs.
That sounds awesome.
There are flying lemurs.
Fusing animals. That's like the best thing about. Bison. That's like the best thing about Pokemon is all the animals.
There's the Earth King. Yeah. He has a regular bear, and they're like, "What the fuck is a bear? Don't you mean like a platypus bear or an armadillo bear?" And she's like, "No, it's just a bear." They're like, "What?"
It better be called a bear, like BAREBEAR, bear. Just a bear.
It's just fucking bear.
Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna like actually watch it legitimately all the way through, instead of just watching random episodes out of order the way I did growing up.
Yeah.
Which it was just like some, What I watched, I remember being like, this is cool. I remember when I was watching, I was like, oh, I wish I was younger when this came out. Mm-hmm. But now when you get old, you're like, when you're in high school, like, oh, I'm watching kid shows. And then you get old and you're like, okay. Kid shows are literally better than everything else.
I watch kid cartoons all the time. Like, I just watch The Adventures of Flapjack.
But didn't you... What was on Cartoon Network when you were like a freshman? Like, was Adventure Time still on? Cause I started that was right when I started watching them again. Because dude, this if Adventure Time regular show were on, I'd probably would have watched them.
I watch that shit all the time.
We didn't have as good as stuff, man.
Yeah.
I did. Oh, what show? Young Justice got me back into. I was 19. I started watching Young Justice. This is the coolest shit ever. Yeah. So.
The action scenes in Avatar is really good.
Yeah.
They're really fun to watch. In The Legend of Korra, it kind of gets cheesy sometimes because of the animation style they use is way different than the one they used back in Avatar.
Yeah.
But it's still fun to watch. Like in Avatar, everything's hand drawn.
Oh, almost. Really?
Well, I think it's pretty much almost hand drawn.
Yeah.
And all the fight scenes move really fluently.
But the
Legend of Korra is kind of
they use digital art, or
yeah.
Okay. Because sometimes digital art can look really, really good, but I think when it first came out, people were getting a little lazy with it.
Yeah, people will twirl around the air, and it'll just be a still frame of that character just turning.
Yeah,
it's just their arms out.
Sounds like an unfortunate product of the times.
Yeah. But it's other than those small things, it's still really good.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see that and I'm like, ooh,
it's just
cringe.
Hand-drawn cells, hand-drawn art cells are so cool, and it always looks so good. But it's fucking hard work, and there's a reason why they don't do it anymore.
Yeah. I'm almost fairly certain that the first season is completely hand-drawn.
Yeah.
And then they might have used other shit, but I'm almost certain they...
That was back. I know that animation team was old school for the longest time because when you, the people who did Samurai Jack, they all worked on Dexter's Lab and Powerpuff Girls and stuff too, and those shows all are fucking awesomely animated. And then times changed, So that's just how it is, man. I think Etta and Eddie was always. I don't think they ever went digital. I don't know if they ever went digital or not. I don't know. But Ed and Eddie's fucking great show.
Yeah.
Love that show.
Very good.
All right.
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up.
We'll wrap it.
All right,
we're making weird jokes, and then we just start talking about Avatar. Which is, that's fun.
I know.
That is what the people want. People love Avatar. That's what people want.
So good. Guys, if you haven't watched it, please, for my sake.
Please, for Shane.
I will...
Please pray for Shane and like this video and watch Avatar. And if you love Avatar, leave a comment saying, I love Avatar.
If anyone wants to read the comics after you're done with the show, I'll screenshot every page.
Shane will illegally distribute it. Yeah, just add his private TikTok account, and he will duet with you, and the duets will just be him opening up the comic pages. And then you just have to do a dance while reading it or something. Okay. We're gonna wrap this one up.
See you guys
Goodbye.
next week.